Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are here for the first time, my name is Catherine and I tell true stories. My story today is about witches are evil and hilarious, as in funny and evil at the same time. Let's take the story of a boy who was in love with a married lady. He knew very well she's married, but he ignored his temptations. He did not ignore his temptations, but he followed his temptations and decided to pursue her by all means. He was gonna get her from the husband she was married to. So somebody advised him to visit a witch who specializes in love potions. So the witch told him, "What I need you to do is get me the picture of her husband." And he was so determined to get the picture, but the problem is they were not friends with the husband, so there was no way he's gonna go into the album of the husband. And he was not communicating with the lady that he was targeting anyway, so there was no way he was gonna get the pictures of the husband. So what he did is he went online to stroll him, and finally he got a picture of him online with the wife that he was targeting. So the witch told him to bring their pictures and tear them apart and look for a dog. Put the picture in the mouth of the dog and lock the mouth of the dog. Make sure that the picture stays there until the dog dies. So this was punishing a dog, killing a dog just to get somebody's wife. Ridiculous. So the guy had to look for a stray dog. You don't know whether it has T9, and it's very risky anyway. You see these dogs that go walking around the streets and they're so thin, walking in, looking for food in the dustbins. He went to get one of those, gave the picture to the witch, and the witch did some chanting on the picture and tore it into a half, separated the guy and the lady into a half, and gave it to him to do the rest. Of course, he had already paid the witch. So he went to look for a stray dog, and of course, he knew which one because he used to see one passing by. He tempted it with a piece of meat. It ran for the meat, and the moment he opened the mouth for the meat, he threw the picture of the dog of the couple in the mouth of the dog and tied the dog. Of course, the dog was struggling. You know how they scream. That time it's so thin, it can't even chew the meat that had been thrown into its mouth. Poor dog. And the guy closed the mouth of the dog. You know those things that they put on the dog so that they don't bark, or so that they don't bite, the dangerous dogs, the metallic things. He locked the dog, kept the padlock, and left. Of course, the dog couldn't eat for weeks and it died. What do you think? Did he get the woman or did he not? Anyway, whatever happened, the witch had already gotten his profits, whether it worked or not. The funny thing of locking the mouth of a dog. I hear this technique is normally used a lot in the Arab world of witchcraft. If you want a girl or if you want a man that you like, put the picture of that person in the mouth of the dog and lock the mouth, or write the name of that person and put in the mouth of. I don't know what's the connection with the dog and love. It's very funny. Anyway, let's look at some of these other things that the witches do. They have some animals connected to one thing or another. For us, we just see animals as animal, innocent things walking around, pets. But the witches view them as something very more than that. They're very funny, actually. Let's look at some of them. Like if you see a bee, these are the spirit signs according to the witches. If you see a bee, it means that busy times are coming ahead. If you see bees, it means busy times are coming ahead. There's going to be a lot of multitasking ahead because you have seen bees. Goodness. Well, where I come from, I see bees every day. I see bees on the window every day. But it's never busy. The days are the same. We never see busy days ahead or multitasking ahead. And we see the bees every day. So I wonder, does this apply to the people who don't see the bees? Or it's just part of the witch's stupidity? And seeing a crow or ravens. If you see a crow or raven, it means that somebody is using divination or magic to acquire information about you because you saw a crow. The innocent bird is innocently sitting on an electric pole. Normally they like standing on electric poles, the crows. And you go ahead and think that somebody is using divination or magic to get information about you because you're so important. So you think the witches, oh my God, and they've been paid. If you see this, know that this is happening to you. Then think vultures. Vultures mean that it is time to move from a situation. You have seen a vulture, so it means it is time to move from a certain situation. Isn't that crazy? These animals are innocently waiting for a carcass to die completely before it attacks it. So instead of thinking it's time to move from a situation, look at it like there should be a carcass around here. Something dead must be around here. That's why you can see a vulture. But for the witches, it is a spirit sign. Wow. And then seeing feathers on the ground is a reminder that you are being closely watched. If you see feathers around, it means that you are closely being watched. Or it's a confirmation that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Somebody slaughters a chicken, of course there'll be some feathers there. Or some bird just flew and left some feathers there. You come and see the feather. I am being watched. Isn't that crazy? For the witches, as I normally say, would you please explain this in detail? I saw a feather. That means somebody is closely monitoring me. So the feathers are watching. Oh my God. Oh gosh. Then you see a butterfly. Butterfly, the beautiful thing flying around innocently. It means that a person you loved and passed on is nearby. Wow. A person that you loved and passed on is nearby. And if you see a snake, it means that dramatic changes are within. The serpent, dramatic changes are within. You run. Don't start thinking of dramatic changes are within. What nonsense is this? Then a ladybird. It's a symbol of luck. See a ladybird? Oh my God, you wait for luck the whole day. You will wait forever, my friend. Better work hard. And then they have some other hilarious thing related to thunderstorms. They believe that During thunderstorms, casting spells is more powerful. There is thunder and then you cast a spell. Ooh, it's more powerful. And then they perform the cleansing rituals with the storm water, and thunder is the sound of therapy. You see how the Tibetan monks use the singing bowls as a sound of therapy. They ring it and produce a vibrating sound. Now for the witches, thunder is a natural sound therapy. It is crazy. Lightning, it boosts energy. Wow, you go stand in lightning to boost your energy. Mhm. You will boost it in the morgue, if you're lucky, in hospital, electrocuted. And then the rain is for purifying. Why don't you just go get the normal water and purify yourself? If you like my content, like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.